Ready? It's going? Hey, how's it going? Dave 2D here. So this is being shot on a OnePlus 6, so it's gonna look and sound quite different from my regular videos, but this is a video about the OnePlus 6, hence the different look and sound. So I wasn't gonna do a regular review on this phone, but I like this phone enough that I felt like it deserved some kind of video, some kind of discussion about my experience about this phone. So I'm gonna do this video in kind of 3 stages. I'm gonna talk about things I really like about it. No, you know what? Let's talk about things that I don't like about it first, then I'll talk about things I'm okay with, then I'll kind of close off with things that I do like about this phone. The thing that I dislike about this phone the most is the speaker. By far, it is the thing that sticks out as being like its worst feature. It's tinny, it's mono, and in 2018, so many phones out there are bringing stereo speakers that sound good, that just really sticks out as being subpar in the industry. The other thing I don't love about this phone, it's the brand. It's like not the brand OnePlus, but their support, OnePlus's support of their phones isn't amazing. The industry, like the phone industry, doesn't have great support to begin with. Apple and Google stick out as being good ones. The rest are kind of eh, and this is one of them. Things that I'm okay with about this phone. The camera. It's kind of like, it's a camera that some people say is really good for the money, like because it's a $530 phone, it's really good. Other people say it's a trash camera because objectively speaking, it's not particularly great. My stance on it is this. It's not a camera that you would kind of be like, hey, this is an amazing camera. Definitely not that, and it's certainly not improved that much from the previous generation. So the OnePlus 5, OnePlus 5T had a relatively similar looking image to this camera. The dynamic range in this has improved, but across the board, it's not a massive improvement. I would consider it like a B tier camera, but I consider it also a good enough camera. Like, forget about the price. It's a camera that if you needed to take a shot, you double tap to get the camera open. It's quick, it gets the job done, and it captures whatever memory you're trying to capture. That's what it's good for. If you want to have want to zoom into your photos and kind of examine the pixels and kind of like really drill down to these photos, you will find flaws in it. You will find things that you dislike about the images. But for most people, I really mean this, for most people, this is a great camera. But for the hardcore photographers, look elsewhere. Okay, other things I really like about this thing, or I guess let's move on to things that I do like with about this phone. The build quality, I think that's actually one of its most unique features. The glass backs, like you have 3 glass options and 2 of them have this kind of like matte finish, this like satin kind of textured glass. I really like that feel. It's not something that you see often on other flagship devices, and it really makes the OnePlus phone this year stick out as being something aesthetically special. And something that I found is that the textured material, I thought this would scratch or scuff relatively easily because on a lot of kind of satin finished products, this finish will kind of wear out quickly if you scratch it. I've brought keys up to this thing. It's very, very durable. It is Gorilla Glass 5 and it's strong. It's a nice looking material and it's also a very durable material. Other things I like about this one. The software. Oxygen OS is something that, well, if you've never used a OnePlus device and you're kind of interested in it, it's a very stock feel. It's not super smooth. Like if you're looking for the absolute smoothest Android experience, you're gonna have to go to a Pixel device, but these are quite smooth and it's a very fast device. Like the processor in here is like the fastest, the Snapdragon 845. It's a very fast device, but it's not the smoothest device out there. Very smooth, but not the smoothest. Other things I like about the software is like they have features on the OnePlus phones that are like, they don't put stupid stuff on here that you see on other phones. Like every feature in here has some utility. Like there's no superfluous crap that they're just trying to stick in here so they just kind of like one up other companies in terms of like the feature race. They don't do that. The Oxygen OS feels pretty lean. And things like, okay, so face unlock. This is something that they didn't invent, but they do really well. It's super fast. And they do this thing that at night, if you have like the iPhone, so the iPhone 10, if you try to use face unlock on this at night, it's difficult. Any kind of iPhone or iPhone 10 user out there, they know this. Like if you try to use a phone at night, you bring it up to your face and it has problems recognizing your face. The OnePlus phones, they do this thing where if it's nighttime and you're trying to unlock it with your face, it'll shine a light onto your face to just make it easier for the camera to identify your face. And stuff like that is across the software. It's smart, and it's not like super difficult to implement, but they do it, and it just makes the software feel kind of complete. So I want to talk about one last thing. It's the big thing on this phone. It's the price. So this is a $530 phone, and I think there's a lot of like kind of people take that price tag with different opinions, and I think a lot of it comes from the fact that there's like regional differences in pricing. So in the US, a $530 phone isn't that special because you can get really, really good phones for that price as well. As an example, like the S8s and like the S8 Plus, you can get those for like $500 right now, $550, and those are really good phones. So when you look at a used or refurbished Samsung S8 and you compare it to this, the S8 has a better camera, it's got a better, it's just a better phone overall. So when you look at this, it doesn't seem like a special phone. So a lot of people that look at like discussions about phones and prices, like they don't really see the value of this phone because it's like, wow, I can just go on to Craigslist or eBay and find a $530 phone that's better than the OnePlus. But that only applies to the US. If you look outside of there, like if you look at Canada or most parts of Europe, the pricing on this thing really sticks out as being something special. It's not just special, you can't get a better phone with the features that this phone has for that price. Like I would say the competitor to this in terms of like specs for the money would probably be the Xiaomi phone. That's like a $500, yeah, it's around $500 after you import it and stuff like that. And that is comparable to this. But aside from that Xiaomi Mi 8, there's nothing on the market that hits this. So if you want like the fastest phone, like really, really fast specs and like a pretty good camera and like the full package, I don't think that there's a better phone than this brand new. Now, if you live in the US, you can probably pick up other phones. Like you can get like a $600 S9 right now, which is like so much better than this. And I think if you're in that market and you can pick up a $600 used S9, then this doesn't look that appealing. But everyone else in the world, if you're looking for that $500 phone, this should be the one that you look at. Like it should be on the short list, at the top of the short list, because I really like it and I think most of this world likes it. It's a good phone. Okay, that's basically it. This was like a really rambly video. I don't think you guys will like it, but I'm probably gonna publish it anyways. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.